The beauty of it is that because you're not a person that's brought up with social media and stuff, but you've managed to grab social media and not use it as something as a deterrent, but rather into your favor. And having that, like, you know, the generation now is just flooded with social media all the time. How do you deal with like the comments and the even if there's hate coming from people, how do you keep moving forward into doing your hobbies are and what you love?
Life is like an interview of 5 hours, and I would love to discuss it. Life is all about maturity. Life is the biggest book you can read. Life is all about feeling every single moment and not forgetting that you only live 80 years and never reach a certain point where you look back and you say, yeah, or I wish, I'm sorry I didn't do it. Experiencing life, enjoying life, meeting people, going to people, giving love, being generous, giving and giving and giving, and God would give back. Building things that would need time. I've been building what I do for the last 7 years, and I've been saying that for the last 3 days. I believe today, with the quantity of love I'm getting back from people, is like I'm being paid for the amount of hard work I've done for the last 7 years. Understanding that you cannot go on doing hit and run deals. Success is nothing about money, and so on and so forth of things. So accordingly, life for me is such a beauty, where I've been a photographer, I've been in the nightlife business, I've been in the food business, I've been a dentist, I've been a food blogger, a YouTuber, and wherever the road takes me, I go, and with one big aim is spread smiles, spread happiness, share joy, and love to be loved back in return. And this is life. It's such an amazing thing. With maturity, you evolve with time. And you start accepting comments. You hardly accept harsh attacks. And I don't want harsh people to be watching what I do. I rarely block people, but whenever someone just spreads negativity and attacks, I'm not a psychologist, so I would block him and let him go find his solutions. But whenever someone gives a comment, this is constructive. You cannot be loved by everyone. Jesus was never loved by anyone. And you will learn from negative comments, because negative people look at you from a different perspective. When you want to run something, don't get someone that is a super duper fan of the brand. Get someone that looks at it from and the outside and gets you the devil's advocate question.
I mean, this is more than I've learned about Lebanon in my entire life. So I'm so privileged to be sitting here right now. I'm really amazed by what you said about the Lebanese community that you've witnessed in Sydney, and the way that you spoke about it so positively, and the vibrancy and how they've held onto the culture. That may not be perceived in such a positive light. In Australia, it might have been seen as a failure to integrate into Australian culture. So I'm wondering if you have a message to the Lebanese community here who maybe don't feel so accepted.
I want to say something, that there's a proverb that says one rotten apple can
spoil the bunch.
Help me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, small.
So I'm sure there will be rotten people. I'm sure sometimes people hear the Arabic language would associate it to something else. Again, the news. I'm sure bad things happened, but you cannot forget how positive things happen. There are probably 0.01% of bad people that have a Middle Eastern origin, but there are 99.99% of people that are super duper success stories all around the world. Generals, presidents,
business, everything,
business, etc.
Artists, creatives,
so if you walk into someone's office or shop or walk on the street and feel unaccepted, you would allow people to take advantage. If you walk all around and shout out loud your roots and your heritage, people will respect you. I've been traveling the world, one camera in hand, doing it alone, shouting out loud in Arabic in all cities of the world, of which London airport, this morning in Melbourne, and so on. And I do not care who looks at me. If you don't like it, just don't look. Yes. And accordingly, trying to push around that we are trendy, we are around, I'm enjoying it, I have a big smile.
You have a great optimistic energy, which is amazing.
Thank you.